Hare Krishna, Mataji. Hare Krishna, everyone. So happy to see all of you in the morning. To continue our discussion on chapter 14 of Bhagavad Gita, Gita Gyan, chapter 14. And today is 27th October 2024, Saturday. So today we decided to do it in the morning. And thank you so much for everyone to come and join us in the morning. Okay. So yesterday we had a very nice hi, good morning, Prabhu, Manjit. And so yesterday we had a very nice discussion on this chapter 13, nature, the enjoyer, and the consciousness. Okay. And the summary says one who understands the difference between the body, the soul, and the super soul. Beyond them, both attains liberation from this material world. Okay. So we will achieve liberation, because that's what Krishna have concluded yesterday. He said that the one who knows the knower of the field, the knower of all the field, is actually knowledge. All right. So that is the thing that we should anticipate. And also we discuss about this situation, about this what do you call amnesia situation, whereby we have all forgotten our real constitutional position. So sometimes we are struggling. Okay, just like we have the example I gave, a person who are very well civilized. Okay, suddenly he met an accident and his car plunged into the ravine, and he's saved by this aborigine. He forgotten everything and he started to live like aborigine, drinking raw blood, eating meat, hunting, and all these things, despite he being a very advanced person. But after that, there's another blow happened. Suddenly he come back to his original self. He start to remember who is he and what is he. And after that, he start to realize, oh my God, I've been living so abominable activity. I've been living a very abominable life. And he start to look for perfection and this thing. So the same thing happening to us, that we are all in amnesia. We have forgotten our constitutional position. We have forgotten our lost relationship with Krishna, and we are living in illusion. So we have the element of this gross body, which is Mahabhuta, the five element, earth, water, fire, ether. Then after that, we have 5 working senses, 5 knowledge acquiring senses. Okay. And then including this mind, intelligence, ego. So we are put into suffering from each of these things. That means from Mahabhuta. All right, when the 5 elements become imbalanced, we are sick. Then suddenly when the mind is go out of control, then the false ego goes out of control. So all these things. So all this material preparation, okay, the 5 Mahabhuta, the 5 working senses, the 5 knowledge acquiring senses, the 5 senses, okay, plus your mind, intelligence, ego, all of these are prepared in such a way to give you trouble after trouble. Okay, it's not meant to give you pleasure. It gives you problem after problem, trouble after trouble, thinking when you're going to have the heart knock and you're going to be awakened from that amnesia. Hey, who am I? What am I doing here? Oh, I've been living in this place. My constitutional position is I am an eternal servant of the Lord. I just dropped from heavenly, from this, from Goloka, Vrindavan, Vaikuntha Loka. What am I doing here? You know, so from what happened and where we went wrong, it is something which is not wise thing to investigate. The most important is, I am at this situation now. How can I escape here? From worrying how we came, why we are here. Now we have to think about ways how I can get rid of this place. So this place, as we know that, so as I said, that all these material elements are prepared in such a way, the ingredients in such a way, that somehow or other it is going to give you trouble after trouble. And that is inside you. That means within us, right, this body. And there's another thing is the Prakriti, the nature. So what is this nature is made of? So as what we have studied just now yesterday, the external nature, right, or the inferior nature, which is also beginningless. So the nature is beginningless and the jiva is beginningless. Both are eternal. Okay. But the ingredient for this material nature is what? Okay. And how this material nature is created in such a way to give you trouble after trouble after trouble. You know. So as what Krishna says, I'm pervading. I'm all pervading. I'm inside you and also outside you. I'm very near to you and yet I'm very, very, very far away from you. That's why we called him as Vishnu, because all pervading. Similarly, in this material world, okay, the suffering is also all pervading. The suffering is all pervading. The body that we have is somehow or other give you problem. And inside you, the mind, intelligence, ego, somehow or other creates conflict and give you problem. That is internal. And out of you, the nature, all right, the nature is also prepared in such a way to give you trouble after trouble after trouble. Okay, so what is his nature? All right, and what is that mode of the nature is our discussion for today. So today's chapter, we're going to discuss on chapter 14, the three modes of material nature. All embodied souls are under the control of three modes of material nature. The material, okay, goodness, that is which is called goodness, passion, and ignorance. Lord Krishna explains that these modes are, what these modes are, how they act upon us, how one transcends them, and the symptoms of one who has attained the transcendental state. Okay, so that's a discussion for today. So before we start, let's do our invocation prayer. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Guruve Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhistam Stapidam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Uttapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Sri Rupam Sagarajadam Shahagana Raghunathan Vidam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savaduta Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakan Vidamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesa Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanustude Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Namaum Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Jayapataka Swaminiti Namine Namacharya Padaya Nitai Kripa Pradayine Gaura Kada Damadaya Nagara Gramatarine Namaum Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prishtaya Bhutale Srimadi Bhakti Vedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Pasachare Starine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadara Shivashari Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Hare Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Narayanam Namaskritya Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayam Udiraye Nasta Prayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavate Uttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtiki Hari Om Tat Sat Hare Krishna. Okay, so let me see whether slide. Okay, slide is ready. Okay, so let's start our discussion. Okay, so today we're going to discuss on slideshow. Okay, we're going to discuss on chapter 14. ISKCON Malaysia proudly presents in collaboration with this ISKCON Ipoh Bhakti Yoga Center, proud to present the essence of Bhagavad Gita, chapter 14. Let's take darshan. Now, let's look at these deities. This is the deities from Hungary. Okay. ISKCON Hungary, Sri Sri Gaura Nitai. Now, as I said, the deities sometimes will take the form of the native. Okay. Now, can you see the deities? They're all made in Jaipur, India. And of course, they have a standard mold to make it, or standard design. But when the deity came and after the deities are here, and after they got installed, look at their face. They changed into the Hungarian look. That is something very amazing. So once the deities, we install the deities according to any place, the deities will take a look, will take the form of the native, whereby the natives can feel very comfortable serving the deity because the deity looks like them. Okay. Example, when there's the deities in Korea looks exactly Korean. Okay. And the Jagannath in I think in Hong Kong, if I'm mistaken, not in South America, Peru or something like that, look exactly like the South American, the Latin Americans. Okay. And as I said, there's one devotee here in Ipoh. There's one Chinese devotee. She bought that the deities of Gauranitai from India. Someone bought for her. And before the installation, I saw the deity was so big and so beautiful and everything. After installing 1 week later, when I came back, I got a shock of my life because the deity looks like Chinese. Just like the opera singer. The Chinese opera singer, with thick makeup, with the flat eyes, all the typical Chinese look. The deity just transformed into that. A typical Chinese look. Okay, I'll see whether I've got the photos, means I'll share in the group. Okay. So God, Krishna reminds. So I will share in the group. Like that, the deity reciprocates. So the deity reciprocates according to that time, place, and circumstances. And also according to the natives. All right, now let's look at this. Also, the deities from Hungary, Navavrajadam, Sri Sri Radha Shama Sundara. See, the deity look like a European girl, right? The Radharani looks like European. And look at Krishna, he looked like a black European. Right. Okay. So today we dedicate this program to His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, Founder Acharya of the International Society for Krishna Consciousness. And this program is also inspired by His Holiness Jayapataka Swami Guru Maharaj, who is a governing body commission, GBC, and also spiritual master. And also dedicate to my very dear God brother, late His Grace Anadi Jagannath Prabhu of Bengaluru Sheshadipuram, creator and the brainchild of the Essence of Gita program worldwide. Through this Gita Gyan program, okay, from the year 2021, I did something like 6 or 7 batch, okay, 6 batch if I'm not mistaken. The program was started officially on February 1st, 2021. And so Anadi Jagannath Prabhu usually will have a morning program early in the morning. Okay, roughly Malaysian time around 7 in the morning, 6:30 or 7 in the morning. And in India, it's around 4 o'clock, 3:30, 4. He awake so early just to teach us how to go through this program, because we are also new. And of course, we don't know how to use these slides and this Gita Gyan program. So he wakes up so early, and for us in Malaysia, it's around 7:30. No, 7 o'clock, 6:45 to 7. He'll be sitting there and he'll be just without tirelessly, he'll be telling us, now you should do like this in this slide, how you can connect this slide and all these things. It was such a great sacrifice he did. And starting from February 1 until December 31st on 2021, we have managed through that around 6 batches, from a 6 batch of Gita Gyan program, Gita Gyan student 6 batch, we managed to distribute 5,400 Bhagavad Gitas, 200 sets of Srimad Bhagavatam, 1 set of Chaitanya Charitamrita, thousands of sets of Japamala, and the small books, uncountable. We don't take note of that small book. And we extended our preaching activity to Cambodia, okay, Singapore, Indonesia, then where? And there's one person of course to join us from France. France. So like that we have managed to connect to, which another country I've forgotten. New Zealand, US. So we have connected to this Gita Gyan program. It was such a big success. And through that program, we start to realize so many people have a huge transformation in their life. Like today, there's one family has already gone to Jagannath Puri, and now today they are in Mayapur. Okay, they were sharing that photos from Mayapur, the deities and everything. So they have taken a vow to chant and to follow the regulations, to take Krishna conscious seriously. All this transformation happened is because of Gita Gyan program. Okay, and there's so many students of mine who have, through the Gita Gyan, have completed their Bhakti Sastri, and now they are also pursuing their Bhakti Vaibhava. There's many students also have accepted initiation. Okay, they have taken a vow to be initiated, to practice Bhakti seriously. And of course, there's most of them are chanting 16 rounds minimum. There are devotees who are chanting 54 rounds. There's one Mataji and the family, especially the Mataji who's a professor. She chants 64 rounds daily. All right. On Ekadasi day, she can go up to 80 to 100 rounds. She says 60, yeah, around 80 to 100 rounds, yeah. Because on Ekadasi day, she just sit and just take a leaf and she'll be chanting the whole day. Then we have devotees who are chanting 20 rounds, 30 rounds, 50 rounds. Even there's, and many devotees are chanting minimum 1 round a day. So that's a huge transformation. So all this great success on this global outreach, okay, and also this program is now has also expanded to Myanmar, okay. And today I'm also so excited to hear that Prahlad Pang Prabhu was saying that he has already started this Gita Gyan program in Trinidad Tobago on Saturday and Sunday or something like that. Okay, so it's also expanded in South America. Like that, this program is going to expand to the whole world, because this is a fantastic outreach program where we can create and cultivate a person into Krishna consciousness within 18 days. Not by mumbo jumbo, not by word jugglery, not by some magic show, but with pure knowledge of Krishna according to what has been taught by Srila Prabhupada in Bhagavad Gita. So all credits, all success that all the former success, the current success, and all the future success, future endeavors, all the things, it's only belongs to Anadi Jagannath Prabhu. I do not take even a single cent credit on this program, because I'm just merely a puppet, just presenting as what he have taught me to do that. So all glories to him, all glories to Anadi Jagannath Prabhu, all glories to Gita Gyan program, his brainchild, and all the credits, benefits, whatever it is, all goes to him. All right. With this pranam, let's start our program. So let's look at understanding the Bhagavad Gita. So in this world, men are not meant to quarrel like cats and dogs. Okay. We are not meant to quarrel like cats and dogs. But now human beings are can be quarrel. They can easily start a quarrel like cats and dogs. Men must be intelligent to realize the importance of human life. See, this human life is very, very, very important. It's very rare. Okay. We are just thinking, after we die, we become nothing. Okay. And sometimes some kind of patriotism, especially in America, the patriotism, I mean, the people say, if I die for the country, it's a pride. Okay. They remember them and all this, so it's pride. But we must understand the importance of human life is not to have a wasted death, especially like the war. Right? Once upon a time, the Americans and the Japanese hated each other so much, and they killed each other mercilessly. When the Japanese take that sword and say "Banzai," imagine the amount of hatred he have. Banzai, and American Japan shoot him, right? So like that. So they hated him. But the soldier who took the sword and shouted "Banzai" and wanted to kill that American, his great grandchildren might be working in America, might be staying in America, might have married to the American. Okay, all the hatreds between during the World War II, the German, America, UK, Russia, Germany. What is the end of the result? What at the end of the day? On that day, they hate each other, they fight, and they killed most of the youth were killed. A huge catastrophe. But today, 70 years later, every one of them are friends. So what a wasted effort, wasted death. Okay. So that means we should understand the man must have that intelligence. Okay. The importance of human life, and refuse to act like an ordinary animal. All right. Only the animal is the one who doesn't have that capacity to think. Example, when there's one goat is getting slaughtered in front, and there's another goat is waiting in the line, he'll be just enjoying the what they call the feet. Enjoy that grass, the feet. He'll be just seeing, oh, the die already, because he don't have the intelligence. The next is his. Next will be him. Right? Until we bring to the thing, and that's when he got a shock. That's when that some or other little knowledge will come. He'll be scared. He'll try to fight. So that way. So we shouldn't act like an ordinary animal. A human being should realize the aim of his life. What is his aim of his life? And the direction is given in all Vedic literature. The aim is given in all Vedic literature. And the essence is given in Bhagavad Gita. Vedic literature is meant for human being, not for animals. Animals can kill other living animals, and there's no question of sin on their part. But if a man kills an animal for the satisfaction of his uncontrolled taste, he must be responsible for breaking the law of nature. We must understand the happiness about eating animal meat, it is just within the 6 inch of your tongue. All right? All the flavoring and all this just to satisfy your tongue. After tongue, everything that below the neck, everything is same. Whether it's animal, whether it's grains, whether it's vegetable, everything is same. Only the satisfaction of the tongue. Take it and bite it and chew it and indulge in it. Only the tongue is wanted. And because of the satisfaction of 6 inches tongue, we are destroying the nature. We are destroying that animal. We are breaking their transmigration. Okay? And of that, you have to be responsible, and the person will suffer accordingly. In Bhagavad Gita, it is clearly explained that there are 3 kinds of activities according to the different modes of nature. The activities of goodness, passion, and ignorance. Similarly, there are 3 kinds of eatable also. Okay? Which is eatable in goodness, passion, and ignorance. All of this is clearly described. And if we properly utilize the instruction of Bhagavad Gita, then our whole life will become purified. And ultimately, we'll be able to reach the destination which is beyond this material sky. Okay? That's, I think this thing we said. Okay, today's Gita Mahatma Devaki Nandana Krishna Gita Patina Tushyati Yata na Vede Danena Yakna Tirtha Vartadivihi. I think yesterday I've explained this in detail. The son of Devaki, the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna, cannot be satisfied by anyone's study of the Vedas, charity, sacrifice, pilgrimage, or vows as much as he is satisfied by devotionally reciting the Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so reciting Bhagavad Gita is very important. So today we are in chapter 14. In this chapter, the title is The 3 Modes of Material Nature. Now let's look at this, 1322. A recap from yesterday's DC. Purusha prakriti stohi bhungte prakriti jan gunan karanang guna sangoshya sat asat yoni janmasu. Karanam guna sangosya, not shya, sya. The living entity in this material world, the living entity in material nature does follow the way of life, enjoying the 3 modes of nature. And this is due to the association with that material nature. Thus, he meets with good and evil among the various species. Example, now I'm in Malaysia. Okay. So, what I do? I migrate to England, example. Okay, I migrate to England. So, once I migrate to England, what happened? I go there, and the nature, according to the nature and the environment, I'll be changed. The command of English, right? The way that I speak, the words, the vocabs, the lifestyle, the way they act, the way they talk, the way everything will influence me. Even though I can be born into a very orthodox Indian family, but once I go to America, I go to England, or I go to Australia, I will change accordingly. Okay. Once go there, I see everything, I'll start to change. Maybe the word of my language, especially I've seen like people from India, especially when they migrate to overseas, even their strong Indian accent also will change to American accent or British accent. So there's the thing. So the living entity, enjoying the three, and this is due to the association of that material nature. Okay, he will enjoy the three modes of nature, and through that he could meet the good and evil among the various species. Let's look at 14.1. Shri Bhagavan Vacha Parang Bhuya Pravakshyami Jnananang Jnanam Uttamam Yat Jnatva Munayo Sarve Parang Siddhim Ito Gata. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, again, I shall declare to you the supreme wisdom. All the while he was talking about supreme secret. Okay, I'm going to reveal more and more secret. But here in 14.1, he says, Jnanam, okay, he said like, okay, the wisdom, okay, Jnanam Jnanam Uttamam, the best of all knowledge. So he says, again, I shall declare to you the supreme wisdom, which is the best of all knowledge. So now he's going to declare the best of all knowledge, knowing which all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. That means by knowing this topic that we're going to discuss today, all the sages have attained the supreme perfection. Therefore, today is Saturday. I hope that all of you will sit and, today is Saturday, Sunday, okay. Saturday in Trinidad, Sunday in Malaysia, okay. So take this opportunity to read this chapter, okay. So now, example, a man has a thought. He's a goal. He has a goal. So now he thought of going for a concert. When he thinks he wants to go for a concert, his goal is to go for a concert. So what is the process? The process to buy the ticket and to pass through, all right? To know the hurdle and to cross it. Yes or not? Whatever things you want to say, like I want to do a medical degree. So what are the things, what are the hurdles I need to do? I need to make sure that I go through my O-level, A-level properly. Then I have to be, I must score enough credit in all the science subject. Then I have to go into a authorized medical college. In order to do that, I need money. So what are the source of money? Is it family, scholarship, or loan? So I have to prepare all that. Then after that, I go. Then I have to buy all the paraphernalia, all the equipment. Then go there. Then there's so many hurdles, all right, to go into a medical college. So like that, what is the process? I mean, he should know. He should know the process of how to do it. So similarly, when we want to go back home, back to Godhead, we must also know. So what is the Jiva things to do? His goal is to devotional service. He wants to go back home, back to Godhead. He said, that's it. You want to stop and get rid of all this kind of material condition of life. I'm so happy that I've studied the Srimad Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, and therefore I'm enlightened by the mercy of Guru and Krishna. So I'm enlightened. So with that enlightenment, I want to further develop it. And I just want to think, if possible, I would like to go back home, back to Godhead in this very birth itself. So that's your goal. Okay. So now that's a goal. So what is that hurdle? So what is the process of doing it? To know the hurdle means the process is how you're going to come out of these three modes of material nature. When you see here the process, all right, we are actually the puppet in the hands of the puppeteer. The puppeteer is three types, three kinds of puppeteer we have. The three Devis on top, you see the three ladies on top. So the three goddesses. So they are the puppeteers and we are the puppets. So these are the mode of goodness, mode of passion, and mode of ignorance, and we are all acting according to that. So in other words, when we born into this world, our script is already written. Okay, it's just like acting in a drama on the stage. Okay, it's like a drama. Okay, so before you start acting, the director will come and tell you, so this is your character. Okay, this is what's going to happen. Okay, this is how you're going to go. This is how you're going to go after a girl. You're going to fall in love to the girl, and you're going to have a lot of trouble with the family, and you're going to fight against the family. You're going to get married to the family, and through that you're going to have many children, and through that many children you're going to have a struggle, enjoy, and suffer accordingly. And end of the day, you're going to die, and this is what's going to happen. And this is your script. So make sure that you know the story, and you start to act. So they give you the script, and they start to read. Oh, okay. So now everything that I start from the beginning of that story, it has to match at the time of the death. All right. The script says, when the time that you die, you're going to look at your wife with so much of affection, and you're going to look at your children with so much of love. All right. Thinking yourself as being a very successful human being and dying a very good life, and lived a good life and now dying. So that means from the day one, you have to act in such a way you are a good father, you are a good husband, all that, so you can match at that final. So like that, all our process has been prepared. So sometimes we can see from the way that we start our life, the way that we live our life, sometimes we can see the people around us, what is going to be their destination, the way they live, so much of enjoying. So we know very well, right? What is it? But of course, knowing after, of course, when we study the Shastras, we some or other will understand. But we should keep that in our mind and should not reveal to others. Do you know that girl? I'm definitely going to go to hell. I saw her drinking every night, having good time. You have no right to talk about that. Because now you have knowledge. Now the knowledge is meant for you to utilize for yourself to liberate thyself. That means yourself. Thyself, old English. Right? So it has to be, all the knowledge that we acquire is for us to liberate ourselves. Not for the comparison studies, not to compare. We are not here to do a comparison studies. Oh, look at that. Look at this. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Maharaj Prabhupada, the spiritual master of our Srila Prabhupada, was totally strict on this. Never find fault on anyone, because every one of us has so much of fault, right? When we can't see our own back, so you have no right to talk about others. So similarly, so we understand the process. So in this world is a drama. So we are all kept into this. We have already given the script and we are acting. So the directors are the three modes of material nature. Okay, how the modes of material nature is going to entangle us, going to this thing, and sometimes to make us to look like a fool, all right, and sometimes to this thing, and to give us a fake belief, sometimes to see that devastation and all these things, all the thing we are acting helplessly. Why? Okay, because we have to come out of it. So that's a goal. So that means we have a goal, and I know the process is going to be tough because these three Devis are there. They are definitely not going to give you an easy way out. They're going to give you a lot of struggle. Okay, and let's see what Krishna assures in this chapter. It's a beautiful chapter. 14.3. Mammayonir Mahat Brahma Tasmin Garbangyat Dadamyaham Sambhava Sarva Bhutanam Tato Bhavati Bharata. The total material substance. What is that? The five Mahabhuta, the five working senses, and all these things. That means the five, this thing, including the subtle senses. All these are called the material substance. Okay, the entire and all the ingredients called Brahman. That means it's a source of birth. Okay, the source of birth. And it is that Brahman that I impregnate. Krishna says, I impregnate that Brahman, making possible the birth of all living beings, O son of Bharata. So Brahman, or the material nature, or the ingredients, all right, it is called the total material substance, and is also called the source of birth. Okay, and Krishna impregnates the Brahman, and from that all the living beings are created. Okay, let's look at 14.4. Sarvayonesu kaunteya murtaya sambhavantiya tasang brahma mahat yoni aham bija prada pita. Aham means me, bija means seed, prada pita, seed giving father, pita means father. So now it says it should be understood that all species of life, O son of Kunti, are made possible by birth in this material nature, and that I am the seed-giving father. So it is understood that all created beings are born in some way. Okay, so how? The process of birth, okay, the process of birth can be varies in 4 different types. But to impregnate that that situation, it happens through the seed. The male will impregnate the wife, the female. The male will impregnate the wife. So the male carries the semen. The seed. All right, the seed. So similarly, there are 4 types of people who are born in this world. The 4 kinds of species born through semen, through the seed, through waterborne, like mosquitoes and all this, through that water perspiration, and of course, through the, what is the next one? I'm always miss the 4th one. Semen, through the egg. Okay, through the egg. So through the egg and all this, the 4 types of way, all the beings are created, all living entities are created. And Krishna says that I am the seed-giving father. Okay, by the material nature. Okay, now let's look at 14.5. Sattvam rajastama itti guna prakriti sambhava nibatnanti mahabaho nibatnanti mahabaho dehe dehinam avyayam. So he says material nature consists of 3 modes. Okay, the material nature got 3 modes: goodness, passion, and ignorance. When the eternal living entity come in contact, that means when the eternal living entity come in contact with that nature, oh mighty armed Arjuna, he becomes conditioned by these 3 modes. So that means when we see the eternal living entity who is pure and spiritual by nature, when they come in contact with this nature, okay, they become conditioned. Okay, example. Okay, let's talk like this. There are 3 people from the so-called civilized world, the Western world, are going to the 3rd world country, like in Africa or in remote part of India. Okay, they are these 3 people are going, and they went there. They saw a family. All right, in that family, they have 3 sons. So when they saw the 3 sons, what happened? So all of the 3 person who come to this remote part of 3rd world country are from the same place, living in the same environment. Okay, just imagine, okay, they are from New York and they are living in the same environment, in same area. So they went. So after they went, they saw in a family, the family has 3 boys. Okay, say triplets, for understanding triplets. And they say the man is very poor, and he tells the man, I would like to take your child. And the man says, take it. So these 3 person have taken each 1 boy and come back to America. So once they return back to America, what happened? The first person who have adopted the child became a Hare Krishna devotee. Okay. And the second person, he became an entrepreneur. And the third person became a homeless barbarian. All right, he became like a barbaric type of person. Okay, he became like a say cowboy. Became a cowboy. Okay, now what happened? The 3 boys were brought in from a same condition, but once they come to America, they got into 3 different types of condition. 1 boy became a monk, the second boy became a workaholic, and the third boy became a cowboy. So what happened? So that means, in other words, when a person is when there's a pure, when there's the eternal living entity are there, when they come into contact with certain nature, he will become conditioned by that nature. All right. I remember my uncle, because we are very orthodox family. All right. I came from a very orthodox Chettiar family with close connection with India. My grandfather, both grandfathers are from India. My grandfather, my father's side, paternal grandfather, very, very orthodox. He has 5 sons, and my father was the eldest. So my second uncle, that means my father's first brother, younger brother, he wanted to go to England. So when he was studying, he converted into Anglican, so he can get that favor from the pastor. And through that, he has gone to England and became a male nurse. Okay. So he went there, he worked there in England, got married to an Irish, settled down with 2 daughters in England. But now, but of course, 10, 15 years ago, they migrate to New Zealand. So Despite being born into a very terrible Orthodox family, my grandfather is super duper Orthodox. You have to wake up at this time no matter what. You have to sleep at this time no matter what. You only can eat. So very, very strict, strict Indian, South Indian type of life. So what happened? He came. So my uncle went to England and married to an Irish. And I remember, okay, I was young. Okay, then after some time, when he comes back, he came back as totally Europeanized person. He became a totally European guy. When the sun shines, his face started to turn into pink. My uncle is very fair. Okay, he's very fair. So his cheeks all turn into pink. We used to call him Pink Panther. Tall, bald, right? We used to call him. So he became like, he looks pinkish. And he walked into the house with his shoes, which the Indian family will never agree. So that's the thing. So that means you can be how orthodox or this thing. So once we are in that nature, we become conditioned by the nature. Now you see what's the nature? The nature that we are talking about, say in three different color. Okay. Number one, we see the yellow, we call as sattva. Sattva means mode of goodness. All right. The red we call rajasic, or the mode of passion. And the third, we call it the blue, we call it the mode of tamasic, or ignorance. Okay, that's a standard. So what happened when all these modes start to combine? Okay, example, when the red combine with the blue, it creates purple. When the blue join the yellow, it creates green. So when the yellow merge, they mix with this red, it turns into orange. But when the red, green, and blue all combine, it becomes black. So that means the modes of nature is there, and through the interaction, our activity is determined. All right. So no matter whatever it is, we are in this material condition of life. Whether we are in the mode of goodness, whether we are mode of passion, we are mode of ignorance, but still we are in this material condition of life. All right. It doesn't matter whether you are handcuffed by the golden handcuff, silver handcuff, or the iron handcuff. So the handcuff is always the handcuff. That means you are arrested. Okay. So it doesn't make any difference. So in 6. So Krishna continues. Tatra satvang nirmalatvat prakashakam anamayam sukha sangena badnati jnana sangena chanaga. Oh, sinless one, Krishna says, the modes of goodness. Okay, now he's explaining the mode of goodness. Sattva. Sattva means sattvika. That means mode of goodness. Oh, sinless one, the mode of goodness, being pure than others, being purer than others, is illuminating. And it frees one from sinful reaction. Those situated in that mode becomes conditioned by the sense of happiness and knowledge. So that means all those people who are in that mode, the mode of goodness, you can see that person somehow or other they have this condition. What is their conditioning? Is happiness and knowledge. Okay. Say sometimes when you see the professors, when you see the highly educated people, somehow or other they look satisfied. And they have a lot of knowledge. And they never endeavor for something big. They never, you cannot convince them to come into some kind of investment. They will never invest in stock market. They will never go into property investment and all these kind of things. They just remain where they are, and they are very contented and they feel very happy. Example of this kind of people is the Brahmana, all right? The scientists, philosophers, poet, and all these kind of, like, Rabindranath Tagore. So all these people we can take as an example, right? So what is the advantage of the mode of goodness? Okay, in Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 11, Chapter 7, text 8 says, the material world, the material mode of goodness purifies one's consciousness. Okay, the material mode of goodness, even the material mood, it purifies one's consciousness and create a hankering for a higher knowledge. Okay, it's good. It is favorable platform by which to pursue spiritual life. It's a very favorable platform to pursue spiritual life, just like the airport is favorable place for which to travel. Just like the airport is a favorable place to travel, similarly, the mode of goodness is a favorable mood to practice bhakti. Right? So that's the thing. So how to come and trigger the mode of goodness? As I said, as we go on chanting Hare Krishna and we are distributing Bhagavad Gita, and when we read the Bhagavad Gita, we will eventually, I mean, we elevate ourselves to the mode of goodness. All right, let's look at mode of passion. Right. So let's look at this mode of passion. So the mode of passion sounds like this. Rajo ragatmakam viddhi trishna sanga samudvavam tannibatnanti kaunteya karma sangena dehinam. So what he says, the mode of passion is born of unlimited desire. Okay, what the mode of passion? The mode of passion is born through the unlimited desire and longings. Okay, we got so much longing. It's a burning desire. I want to make it big in life. I want to achieve greatness in life. Like sometimes the MLM company, the insurance company, they'll be screaming, right? Yes, I can do it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky, this and that. So much of material desire and longings. When can I do it? When can I achieve it? Right? O son of Kunti, and because of this embodied living being entity bound by the material fruitive. Okay, so and because of this, the embodied living entity is bound to material fruitive action. So they are bound to material fruitive. That means they are always passionate. They're always going around and want to make it big. They work hard. They're always engaged in that. They are bound by material fruitive activity. Karma sangena dehinam. All right. So example. Okay, modern civilization is considered to be advanced in standard of mode of passion. Now you look at the modern civilization. There's is advancing in mode of passion. All right. So let's say like getting married, having children, and working hard, and all these things, because the passion is the fuel for you to move. Okay. If you don't have that passion, definitely you can't do anything. So this is the standard mode in this modern society. Now, in what they call in 14.8, Krishna says, Tamastvanya jang viddi mohanang sarvadehinam pramadalasya nidrabis tanni batnati bharata. So what it says in 14.8? O son of Bharata, know that the mode of darkness, this mode of darkness is born of ignorance. Okay, the dark mode of ignorance is the delusion of all embodied living entities. Is delusion. The result of these modes are madness, indolence, and sleep, which bind the conditioned soul. So the mode of this is indolence, sleep. Okay, madness. All right. So what is the predominant guna in Kali Yuga? Passion and ignorance. So we talk about travel, we talk about having good body, we talk about success, dogs, family, new car, rich, and everything. So this is actually, sometimes, we have seen, right? Because I did the same thing when I was young, right? I used to make my whole wall change into this. I like to stick all this, what do you call? I like to stick all this thing on the wall. Have anyone have done that before? Anyone have stick to your goal, your dreams on the wall? Hare Krishna. Uh-oh. Am I audible?
Clear.
Anybody go?
Clear.
Okay. No, what I'm saying is, did any one of you have done that before? Sticking the thing on the wall, saying that, this is what I want to achieve and all this. Have you done that before? Anyone?
Not me, bro.
Not you. Of course, Prabhu. You are baby boomer. Definitely not you.
I
How
have
about
not
others?
done that either, Prabhu. My room is just pictures of Radha Damodar, Krishna, Arjuna.
Yes. No, but how about some material desires like, I want to be rich, I want to be educated, I want this, I want that. Have anyone done that before? Sarinta Mataji, Dasaradan, Kesavan, Rajalakshmi, all of you didn't do it. Okay.
You're
I
the
didn't
only
do
millionaire here, bro.
No,
You're the only millionaire here.
No. Oh, okay. No, usually, I mean, I'm not sure. Maybe I was quite weird. I used to stick on my wall everything. I can touch, I can do this. Though by 20, I must be this, or by 25, I must own my first car. By 30, I should have drive my Mercedes. All the things. Until my mother got so fed up. But after I got married, my wife says, capital N-O. You're not going to destroy the room. But anyway, it's good. But anyway, it is something very, very good, for us to vision board. Yeah, that's the thing. Yes. Vision board. Correct. If there's a vision board, is okay. But I was crazy. I'll just make all the cardboard and I stick everywhere. Even in the washroom. Of course, mother couldn't handle me, but wife came and handled me very nicely. So anyway, so what I'm saying is, this kind of vision is good if to do that. But of course, we have to do it in a very positive way. All right, we have to do it in a positive way. Because I was told about this one Mataji, Prabhupada disciple. She say it's always better to do like, it's nice to do like this. So I'll share with you my. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Can you see my? Okay, just stop sharing. Okay. Why is it? I can't see. Just give me a second. Okay, no problem. I can't find the. Okay. Okay. Okay, now you see. Okay, so this is. Okay, this is how that I set my study room. So I keep all these things. But the most important part I want to show you is this. So I have written all these things. Okay, this is some of the assuring words. Oh, it's upside down. Okay, one devotional service is spoiled. Okay, so okay, I just off this thing. Okay, so what I'm trying to tell you here is, it is always good. Okay, from us setting up that goal setting on that custom from current slide. Okay, so all these things actually come from Krishna. So as what we say, you can use Yukta Vairagya, whatever things that we have, we can use it for the service of Krishna. So this kind of like what Prabhu says, Manjit Prabhu said that vision board, all these kind of things actually is good. So what you need to do, okay, if you can get some nice quotes, okay, like for instance, I used to write there. That's one of my favorite quotes: Atyahara prayascha prajalpa niyamagraha jana sangha cha laulyam cha sadbir bhaktir vinashati. So it's one of the warning that says, what is the thing that can cause the destruction in your devotional service? So once devotional service is spoiled, when he becomes too entangled with the following 6 activities: eating more than necessary, collecting more funds than required, over endeavoring for mundane things, talking unnecessary, like that. So like that, then of course I put another one is there. It's like, it took me 8.4 million lifetime to do what I'm doing now. Therefore, I must do certain rounds, japa daily, follow the 4 principles strictly, study and master Shastra religiously. So it is something, is very good. So the predominant Kali Yuga, we are talking about passion and ignorance. But if you have that access, that means if you have your personal study room or what, you can do all these things. You can just write out certain verses that inspire you. Okay, because I'm also as a mind science trainer. Why I'm talking about this? It works. All right, it works. So he just put there. Even though you can't chant 16 rounds, he just print and put it, stick it on the wall. I'm so happy. I'm chanting 16 rounds daily with full attention. All right. Even though you are not doing it, just stick it there. You look at it. Eventually you'll do it. All right. It's a kind of, you see, that's the idea about advertisement. The advertisement on the pole. Every pole they'll stick one advertisement. Why this one advertisement? Why they have to stick in every pole? When you drive, you just see all the poles. You can miss one, but eventually you'll see one, and you see everything, but eventually you'll get attracted to one. So similarly like this. All right. So that's the thing. So now, another thing is like, okay, I forgot to explain. Okay, another thing about this, the mode of ignorance. Okay, the mode of darkness is another, the predominant is of course darkness and delusion and all these things. But in another mode of ignorance that the whole world is plunged now. All right, now it's formerly it was a passion to ignorance, but it's becoming more and more ignorance. Why? Because of addiction to cell phones. Okay, like the day I went for a breakfast. Then I saw in the restaurant, it's a vegetarian restaurant. I saw a family, father, mother, and 2 children, son and daughter. All of them got together in the morning, and I was telling my wife, see, they are coming as a family early in the morning for a breakfast. But when the food, everything was served, you know what happened? They never talked to each other. All of them were in their phone. All were sitting and just looking at their phone. Not a word uttered. Then after they dropped the phone, they were eating while seeing what is happening. Then after everything over, the girl just got up and walked off, the son walked off and everything. So now the phone, the cell phone is creating more and more ignorance. That's why nowadays you see, like last time, the place which is like crowded place all used to be noisy. But now the crowded places are not noisy. All right. The thing I noticed in the hospital when collecting medicine, it's supposed to be so many people are waiting to collect medicine, and the place is supposed to be noisy because it takes some time. And it's a pin drops. I mean, not to say, but pin drop, but it's silent. Why? Only the thing, ting tong, 1, 2, 3, 4. Ting tong, 0, 1, 2, 3. The only the calling number is noisy. Everybody is quiet because everyone was sitting and just like this. Once what I did, I took some books. I have some pocket books. I just took it and read. Someone just looked at me. They were like looking as though they saw an alien. All right. So that is a quite elderly man. He said, nowadays, very rare to see people carry books and read. They always like to prefer phone. All right. So that's the thing. So the prominence of the mode. Sometimes the mode of goodness become prominent, defeating the mode of passion and ignorance. O son of Bharata, sometimes the mode of passion defeats goodness and ignorance. And other times, ignorance defeats goodness and passion. In this way, there's always competition for supremacy. All right. So somewhere or other, three modes of material nature is fighting among themselves. Okay. Example, when you wake up early in the morning, why we are saying early in the morning? Because early in the morning is mode of goodness. Okay. Then after that, when the sun rises, it is mode of passion. That's the time you can be very passionate. Right? You can be very passionate and to go out, this thing. Then when during the sunset, it becomes mode of ignorance, you become slumber, you become tired, you don't like to feel like talking to anybody, you're just like so tired and just like in ignorance. Okay, that's the mode in our daily life. But sometimes when we wake up early in the morning, it's supposed to be goodness, but suddenly the ignorance tell you, come on, la, now is the best time to sleep. Really? Yeah. You wake up early in the morning, chant for what? You can chant 24 hours worth. Anytime Krishna says, okay, why early in the morning? Why 3 o'clock? Why 4 o'clock? Come on. No, rockabye baby on the tree top will put you back to sleep. Right? So the ignorance will defeat the goodness. Okay. So sometimes when we do business, right? When we do business, sometimes we say we have some ethics. All right. Goodness in our duty. But sometimes the passion say, come on, la, what goodness, what nonsense. This business world, la, is a cunning world, la, don't care. Right? So like that, the moods will be fighting among that nature and to create the supremacy. See who is better, you or me. So in 1418, all right, Krishna says, Urdvam gachanti sattvasta Madhye Tishchanti Rajasa Jaganya Guna Vrittista Ado Gachanti Tamasa. Those situated in the mode of goodness gradually go upward to the higher planet. Those in the mode of passion live in earth planet. And those in the abominable mode of ignorance go down to the hellish world. All right. So this is the three modes. Okay. Now let's look at the result and action of the mode. The mode of goodness. And what is the binding force? The one that bind you, sense of happiness, satisfaction, knowledge, and superiority. And what is the characteristic? Knowledge, no sinful reaction. Okay. And the result is pious. And the mode of passion, attachment to fruitive activity, ropes of desire and attachment, ropes of desire. That means you have a lot of desire and attachment. The characteristics, intense, unlimited desire and longing, great attachment, fruitive activities. And what is the result is misery. And in the ignorance, what is the mode of ignorance? Madness, laziness, and sleep. Okay. And what is the characteristic? Delusion, darkness, madness, and inertia. And what is the result? Foolishness. Okay. So now the question is, how can I transcend the three modes? The three modes of material nature, how can I come above it? Okay. We come gunatita. So how to transcend the three modes of material nature? So the symptoms is like this. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, O son of Pandu, okay, he who does not hate illumination, attachment, and delusion when they are present for long for them, when they disappear, okay, who is unwavering and undisturbed through all this reaction of material qualities, remaining neutral and transcendental, knowing that the mode alone are active. All right. So Krishna says here, those who do not hate illumination, attachment, and delusion. Okay, when things successful, when everything, this thing doesn't hate. Okay. And when they are present, even though when the thing is present or when the thing disappears. Okay, who is unwavering and undisturbed. He is unwavering and undisturbed through all this reaction of material qualities. Okay, he's not disturbed. Remaining neutral and transcendental. Knowing that the modes alone are active, only the mode of nature are active. Who is situated in the self and regards like happiness and distress. Who looks upon lump of earth, stone, piece of gold with an equal eye. Who is equal towards the desirable and undesirable. Who is steady, situated equally well in praise or blame, honor and dishonor, who treats alike both friends and enemy, who has renounced all material activities, such a person to have transcend the modes of nature. Okay, these are the qualities. But how to do it, we will discuss. So now, when you see at the photo here, why is basically put this photo? Okay, when his name is Bhakti Tirtha Swami, and this white person is called Radhanath Swami. Both are Prabhupada disciples. All right, both of them, they were such a thick friends during that discrimination year, where the blacks called Negro, and the man, there's a white supremacy in all this. So this is one example. Like both of them, such a thick friends, they broke all the bound of material nature to say that race-based, color-based racism, and this thing, right? So that's the symptoms. So all these symptoms are this. Okay, now let's look at this. But how to do that? 1426. Mam chayo vabicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. One who engages in full devotional service. Bhakti yogena sevate. Sevate means service. One who engages in full devotional service. Unfailing in all circumstances. What does that mean? Sometimes when we get attracted, when we get disturbed, when we get delusion and this thing, so we unfail. That means we never fall. We won't get angry and just give up the place and just go away. No, unfailing in all circumstances. All right. At once transcends the modes of material nature. And this becomes to the level of Brahman. Okay. So now, how are we going to do it? So now the current recommendation is to chant Hare Krishna and to read Bhagavad Gita. If you just perfect these two simple acts, these two most simplest thing, simply take the beats and start to chant, and take the book and just to read. Okay. And try to read every day and chant every day, minimum 16 rounds. It's only going to take you 1.5 hours of your lifetime. Okay. Cut down your screen time, cut down your movie time, cut down all these things, cut down your walking, whatever, just put aside, just concentrate on this because this is going to be your life savior. Like yesterday, we saw the Jantu prayers, right? What happened if you're going to take birth again? It's so miserable. It's better to just sacrifice extra half an hour of your hobby and to concentrate in chanting. Make it 1.5 hours to 2 hours to chant Hare Krishna, which is more expensive. Okay. So in that full devotional service, is full devotional means like not like, and it's just like whatever you do it perfectly. Okay. So by that, you can also easily transcend to the level of Brahman. And of course, distributing Bhagavad Gita. Okay. So once so the example is this. There's a Rupa Goswami. No, Raghunath Goswami. Rupa Raghunath. Okay. Okay. There's one man came and approached him. And I think Sanatan Goswami, right?
Sanatana, bro.
Sanatana Goswami. Okay. Sanatan Goswami. He was a minister. In those days, ministers are very high rank. It's very well educated in Nawab kingdom. So what happened? He gave up everything. So suddenly one man came. So the Brahmana came and said, I want your greatest wealth. Okay. I heard that you have Chintamani stone. Chintamani stone is they call a touch stone. That stone, if you touch anything, will turn into gold. Okay, if I touch this mic, the mic will turn into gold. There's a stone they call Chintamani stone. And I heard that you have that. Since you are a renowned saint, you are a mendicant, can I have it for myself? He was just sitting and chanting. Oh, like that. He said, can you see the dustbin there? It's somewhere there. Go and dig yourself. So he went and dig the dustbin and so dirty and everything. Then he took I got it. Okay, thank you. He just went off. And after that, he was touching the thing and turning into gold and he became very rich. But then suddenly something struck him. Why did he, even that this thing can create so many golds, but why he kept it in the dustbin, in the garbage area? So that means he got something greater wealth than this touchstone. So now he came back to that Sanatan Goswami and says, my dear Goswami, right? I want to know why do you keep this in the dustbin and everything? He said, because I got a greater wealth than this stone. And he said, can I have that? Yes. If you want that, take the stone and throw into Yamuna along with all the things you turn into gold. All the riches that you got from the gold, throw into the Yamuna, throw the stone into the Yamuna and come back to me. Yamuna means Yamuna river. Okay. So then he came back. He said, if you want the greatest wealth, throw Chintamani back inside Yamuna and also throw all the golds you made, then come with me. I'll give you that. And you know what is that? He gave that the greatest wealth for Kali Yuga is Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, the holy name of the Lord. Because once you are released from this prison, okay, because you in an example, if you know any prisoner, ask them how it feels to be in prison. Okay. So 5 years imprisonment is so hard. 10 years imprisonment, 20 years, 30 years. So they are so frustrated. And imagine, how about when a person gets lifetime prison without parole, lifetime prison. Now the lifetime prison without parole, also they minus parole and everything, some other the come out. So now they came out with the new rules. Okay, you are sentenced 50 years for every offense you did. Therefore, you did 4 offense. So therefore, you're prison 200 years. So even if minus a parole, also you cannot come out from the jail. All right. So the same thing, we have been sentenced into this jail. Okay, in this jail, in the darkest place. All right, and and our prison is not isolated in a cubicle, but this prison was given you a earth with so much of sense gratification and everything, enjoy. But when you miss that boat in a human life, you'll go back into abominable animal life. After through the abominable animal life, you go through all the things, suffering, pain, getting killed alive, getting slaughtered alive, getting cooked alive, Like sometimes I see the way that things happening, especially in Indochina, they kill the dog. Like that day, someone sent me a very gory, I just don't understand why they like to send. Right? They take the pig and throw into a hot boiling water. right? Because that's how there's a best way to retain the blood or something like that. Imagine live pig, the pig will come, the water will be boiling at 100 degrees Celsius, boiling, and they throw the pig inside. And the pig was jumping. So terrible. And we all have passed through that kind of life, boiled alive, killed alive, cooked alive, that all these kind of things. So we are thrown. Then after that, we come back to human society, human life, and still we do not listen. Palm, kick you back into that transmigration. So what we are saying, what is that Acharya is all stressing, what Prabhupada is stressing, all they are stressing. Why? And even Bhagavad Gita is stressing that you come out of this prison. You come out of this sentence. All right? There's a secret door to escape from this prison. And that also by the help of that Supreme Personality of Godhead. The King itself can help you. All right? The King comes and see you in the prison suffering. He give you a book. Say, now use this thing and come out. All right? You escape. No one can kill you. No one can protect you. No one can do anything to you. Don't worry. I'll guarantee you that. So he's given us the book, the secret, in the form of Bhagavatam, Bhagavad Gita, Chaitanya Charitamrita, right? Chaitanya Bhagavat, Nectar of Devotion, Nectar of Instruction, all these kind of Ishopanishad, all these books are given so that we can escape from that. So what is that conclusion of all these books? What is the conclusion of Bhagavad Gita, Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavad, Chaitanya Charitamrita? What is that? What is the aim? What is the aim? Ultimate aim. So for you to be convinced about that, the ultimate method of liberation from this is simply by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is sometimes when have you all watched this Indiana Jones movie? Right? He work hard, he struggle, he go there, he go through the dungeon, there'll be a lot of challenges, he'll be traveling there, there'll be, you go into the quicksand, all the suffering he went, all that just to get one small piece of diamond. All right? But that small piece of diamond is so valuable. Similarly, all that attempt of studies and all the sastras and everything, so that you can come to this one conclusion, is chanting the Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, is the greatest wealth given to you. It's a boon. You have perfected all the yoga. You have been a bhakti, you have been a hatha yogi, you can be a ashtanga yogi. You should have done lots of pious activities. You have perfected your life in many angles. And today, you are granted this opportunity to chant this Hare Krishna mantra. It is not something happened to you by chance. Okay? You must understand, we are not a sentimental movement. Like sometimes when you see the Christians, they like to speak very sentimentally. Jesus touched me. Oh, they have sentiment, they cry. All sentimentalists, right? But we are not sentimentalists. We are scientific. What is that science? So everything must be. So when you study all the Vedas, the Shastras, it says that even if you study this Harinama Chintamani, even if you be able to chant the word Krishna or Rama, you are considered very, very, very elevated. Like Valmiki, the one who wrote Ramayana, Valmiki, he was a thief. When Narada Muni wanted to initiate him, he couldn't pronounce the word Rama. Can you imagine? Such a great sage. Okay, who's going to be a great sage? Who will be writing Ramayana? He couldn't utter. He couldn't utter or pronounce the word Rama. And then he said, Rama. He couldn't say it. He couldn't pronounce the word Rama. Then Narada said, never mind, you call Mara. He said, what? Like, we have Mara, college Mara. Mara. I said, Mara. He said, Mara. Ken? Mara. That is Rama. So like a jump start. Okay. So you cannot try to jump start. You push the car to start. Okay. I think nowadays the youngsters have not experienced that before. Those days, the manual car, we push the car. When the car moves, suddenly we put the first gear, the car will get started. All right. With auto, no way you can do that. So it is just like you try to put all the battery jumps. I cannot. At last, the push start. So Mara, again start. Imagine, it's not this thing. So that's why when everybody, even the Yavanas, Chandalas, all these the Malichas, the meat eater, the Muslims, everyone who chant, they can easily chant Rama, Rama, Rama means we should understand they have that gift, but now the situation hasn't set in yet. So we have no right to criticize anyone. So today we got this opportunity, the opportunity to chant this Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Please take 1.5 hours to 2 hours of your life. Make a plan and do your 16 rounds daily. That is that perfection. If you could do that with so much of faith, right, you could stand a chance of going back home, back to Godhead in this very birth itself. Right? So according to, there's one says, I think Amarendra Prabhu, he quoted from Kali Santara Upanishad or some Upanishad. He says, a person should have able to chant 10 crores, 10,000 crores, or roughly talking about around 100 million names of Krishna, then he can qualify to go back home, back to Godhead. So when you calculate 100 million names of Krishna, divide by your age, like everything, like myself, I think I need to chant 250 to 300 rounds daily. If that also, if I can live up to age of 75, right? So it's not possible. So that means I have to come back and continue until I finish that quota of that japa. Okay, so that's a standard procedure. But Krishna also can intervene by the mercy of spiritual master, acharyas, even Bhagavad Gita. Is how sincere you are. Krishna is love. Krishna is not a disciplinarian. Krishna is not a disciplinarian. Krishna is enjoy kaki. He loves to enjoy. He loves to he's a man who loves, he's a God that loves to enjoy himself. So the one who have lot of enjoyment is not a disciplinarian. He's not like the headmaster. Hey, no, not that way. He's a, so he can, so is how much sincerely you like to do it in the bottom, from the bottom of your heart. Even you're doing it imperfectly. All right. Just like how Ajamila, so much of sin, but when he just imperfectly calling upon the sun, Narayana, 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 and Vishnu came. Right? So, please. So, okay, now I cannot chant 16 rounds. Actually, you cannot chant 16 rounds in 1.5 hours. It is something, it is your limitation. If you really think and, if you really can think and focus, you can do it. Okay, say you can't do it. Like what Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, I think chapter what? Today is 14, 12, 11, 10. Chapter 10 or chapter 9. If you can't do that, you reduce, right? So similarly, if you can't do 16 in one sitting, make it into 4 installments. 4 as you waken up, 4 during your morning tea break, 4 during your lunch break, and 4 during your evening tea break. So 4, 4, 4, 4. Divide into 4 installments. Okay. Or divide into 8 installments. Okay. So 8 installments, every one time you chant 2 rounds. First thing you go to work, before you wake up in the morning, you just chant 2 rounds. Once you go to work, you chant 2 rounds because it's only going to take you 10 minutes. 2 rounds. Right. Then you come back, then during your lunch break, you take 2 rounds. Like that, you try to break into 8, make it to 8 installments. But if you could chant everything in one go, it is going to be very good. You know why? Sometimes when you take the iron, you have to put the iron enough on the fire. That's when it turn into red hot. The iron will turn into fire if you keep putting it enough. If you for 2 hours, then take out. Then after the 2 hours you take out, there's no meaning. But anyway, it is better to start somewhere than not doing it at all. Okay. So try to do your 16 rounds and you start to see, and this is the greatest wealth you have all received. Okay. So all these things in Srimad Bhagavatam, if you think you'd like to have a bed outside of Srimad Bhagavatam, you can contact me. Okay. Srimad Bhagavatam and Krishna, there's no difference. Okay. But of course, as we are starting off in Bhakti, concentrate in your Bhagavad Gita and concentrate in distributing Bhagavad Gita. Now there's a new marathon, Christmas marathon started. Last year, Christmas marathon, globally, they distributed around 3 or 4 million Bhagavad Gita. All right. So this year we plan to double it. So I'm part of that marathon. So you also can join me, right, in distributing Bhagavad Gita far and wide. Okay. So with that, we end the session. So any questions, any comment? Well, exactly 6 minutes.
No, Prabhu.
Okay. Anyone else? Okay. So, all right. So today is Sunday. So tomorrow there's no class. No class because I'm going for a 16-day prayers for my auntie in Sungai Petani. So tomorrow no class. So I'll be back on Tuesday afternoon. So we resume our class on Tuesday evening. Okay. Then Wednesday evening. Do you all like to have the classes on Tuesday evening and Wednesday evening as Bhagavad Gita is, Bhagavad Gita pula. But Deepavali is nearby. Do you like to have that class? Because Deepavali is on Thursday. So do you think we should take a break and continue next week?
I think proceed next week, following next week after the Deepavali week.
Uh,
The people will be
next-
traveling outside. Out.
yeah. Because it's a long holiday, right?
Yeah.
Long.
I suggest.
Okay. How do you think? Let's take a vote. Ken, continue class. Wow. Sarinta Ko Sindhu, you are very enthusiastic. So one says continue class. Kesavan says next week. Skanda Prabhu say next week. Others? 2-1. Rajalakshmi says next week 2-1.
Next week, Prabhu.
Okay,
Next
Vaishnava
week,
Kripa also say.
Prabhu.
Sadguna
Next
Mataji
week,
say
Prabhu.
okay. Sarinta, is it okay, Sarinta? We do it next week? Okay. All right. So, so next week, Monday, is that okay? We start on Monday next week, or you like to start on Sunday itself? Because Saturday is what they call Govardhan Puja, and of course Sunday you're all traveling back. Okay, we do it on Monday next week. All right, because today is 14. That's another 4 more classes. Just nice. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday. Because Thursday I got Namahat. So start from Monday. We end by next week. Monday to we can complete the class. Okay. So thank you so much for all that love and support that you have showed to me and by joining this class. All right. I'm very grateful to all of you. So the Saturday is what they call Saturday is what festival is that? Govardhan festival. Please don't miss the Govardhan festival. It is the festival which is so unique. Only Hare Krishna people, the Gaudiya Vaishnava only celebrate this festival. You know how they make mount of gold, amount of food, mount of prasadam, and after that they devour the prasadam. When you go for Govardhan Puja, please go hungry. Don't take your breakfast. All right, don't take anything. But if you need to take something, just take some hot drinks or what. Just try to keep so you don't go into hypo or what, and keep your stomach. Don't wear your belt. Okay, don't keep it tight, and go there. Don't follow this Western type of mannerism. Oh, what you're eating so much, and don't even stare at other people's plate, please. All right, when you go there to eat, don't look at this flula. My God, he's eating a little mini Gordon. Please don't do that. It's the time to indulge. All right.
What time do they start?
I think should be in the morning, Prabhu. I will. Okay, you want a Saraman? I'll get all the updates. So you go there. Don't look at other people's food. Don't look at this. Just meditate on Krishna, and you're going to eat mount of prasadam. Don't say, I will eat all little. Come on, just once. Just go and whack. And you're whacking Krishna prasadam. And that Govardhan prasadam is so purifying. Okay. So the food will be one mount of food. Take everything. When they put, just say, but make sure finish the prasadam. Don't throw away. It's not nice. Right? It's not nice because the prasadam was assigned to you for your own purification. So please don't waste it. Take everything, indulge the thing that you can eat. Of course, the food is going to be in abundance. Okay. Like once in Ipoh, I remember, I think they made around, in Janmashtami, they did 500 one type. 501 during Krishna Janmashtami. And during Govardhan, I think around 300 odd types. They cook, they make it to a mountain. So when we worship also, we mouth will be watery. My God, what can I start eating first? Hare Krishna, oh, look at that. So like that. So break all the protocols, break all the rules. Okay, just go, enjoy yourself. Charana Lakshmi Mataji, what is the program in typing? Will you be in typing or Penang?
Prabhu, I'm in Penang, Prabhu. Not in
Okay, typing, what time they'll do? Typing, what time they'll do in the morning or what?
Let me check the schedule and send to you personal, Prabhu.
Yes, please.
Okay,
Because
Prabhu.
here we have this Dr. Manjit and Sarinta Kaur, Dr. Sarinta, all from typing. Maybe
Okay,
they can join
Prabhu.
the
After I
session.
send you.
Okay. Dasaradan, you are from KL. Please don't miss SGM KL. Rajalakshmi, Ipoh, please join. Please come to Ipoh. Vaishnava Kripa Prabhu, I think you also should go to SGM. Okay, you are in Puchong, SGM KL.
I go to SJM.
SGM KL. Sadguna, where you from, Mataji? Sadguna Mataji?
Seremban, Prabhu.
German?
Seremban.
Oh, Seremban. Oh, okay. Sorry. I heard German.
Seremban, Prabhu.
So, you know the address to Seremban temple?
Yeah, there is a Desarasa, there's one temple.
Okay, you know the place, huh?
Yeah, just nearby.
Okay. Because Kanda Prabhu, I think, is your brother or something like that, right?
Yeah, my brother, yes.
Okay. He also will be in Seremban. So, all of you, both of you, and also your another brother is Kanda Balan. I think you also should be coming.
Iskandar.
Yeah. So, all of you go and enjoy yourself in Seremban. Okay. But if you can, the new temple in Seremban too.
Seremban too.
In the Seremban too, they build a very big place. What
Where
place
is
that?
it, Prabhu? What's the name of the temple?
What is the new township there, Madani?
Springfield.
Springfield.
Oh, Spring Hill. Oh, I see.
It's big and it's beautiful. The place is
No
Vaishnava.
deity yet. Oh. No deity yet.
Yeah, but still no deity yet.
Not yet.
But they're having program there, right?
But yeah, Mukunda Maharaj will give a talk. Bro.
Okay. His Holiness Mukunda Maharaj will be there. So please don't miss it. Springfield, yes. Go to the Springfield Center. It's a new place. Okay.
Okay,
And
thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Okay. Hare Krishna. Kesavan, I hope to see you in Ipoh on Saturday.
Sure, Prabhu.
And bring some patas. Some firecrackers. All right. Of course. Okay. And okay, I've covered everyone. Skanda Prabhu, Sadguna, Rajalakshmi, okay, Ipoh, Kesavan Prabhu, Ipoh. Sarinta Kaur and Dr. Manjit is in typing. And Pranat Prabhu, please take some photo of you. Please take some photo of your Trinidad Tobago festival.
Prabhu, right now Diwali Nagar is going on and we have devotees from Guyana, some devotees from Florida here, Vishaka Mataji, so on, chanting here nightly at the Diwali function program. So I will definitely give you some darshans and some pictures and videos to see the activities taken on. Hari Hari.
Yes. Hari Hari. And also your Govardhan Hill.
Most definitely, Prabhu. Most definitely, I'll send you some pictures.
So this is a
just
real...
Just as you described, it will be a great mountain. All devotees at the end will also have their mini piles.
Yes. And in Ipoh, sometimes he used to do, I mean, the way they make all that, the kun, the Radha kun, Shama kun and all these things, with the juices or in the mountain. And once they put up some beetroot and all this, so it looks like as though a volcano. Then I asked, is it Gordhara or volcano? But anyway, it was such a fantastic, those who have not experienced it, you should experience it. Okay. Mountain of food, prasadam, and of course, everything will be mixed and we just like enjoy ourselves, devouring, okay, in Krishna consciousness. So till then, I wish all of you very blissful, wonderful, Damodara Puja, Damodara month, please offer the ghee lamp every day. At the same time, please chant your round 16 rounds daily, read your Bhagavad Gita daily, distribute your Bhagavad Gita. Always think about opportunity to distribute. And also, I wish all of you happy Deepavali. And on this Deepavali, you'll be receiving so many guests to your house. So make sure that you prepare. You make a satay stick, a small stick or whatever, a toothpick or something like that. Put some what they call cotton, and rinse it. I mean, what they call, add some ghee and keep it. Whoever come to the house, tell them to offer the ghee lamp to Damodara. Then you enjoy. Okay, please make it a habit. Everyone that comes and visit you, offer a ghee lamp. It's going to be very auspicious. Okay, so happy Deepavali. If possible, try to celebrate Deepavali in a very sattvic way. Okay, in a very sattvic way. Be vegetarian is the best way to celebrate Deepavali. But of course, no hot and fast rule. But think about it. Then, of course, also wish you what word I should use? Happy devouring, prasadam devouring day. All right, Govardhan Puja, prasadam devouring Govardhan Puja. Okay, on Saturday, Malaysian time Saturday. Please go with open mind. Don't follow some rules and regulation. Don't try to act very decent there. Here is the place to eat. Okay, just go there and eat. Don't think, oh, no, no. Just go there and enjoy yourself, all right? And please, please, please don't look at any other person's plate. Don't look at other people's plate. Why? Because I used to eat a mini Govardhan and people like to look at me and said, my God. I said, hey, don't look at me, go. So sometimes they have to take the plate and go and hide somewhere, all right? Please respect their devouring mentality, all right? So enjoy yourself and we'll meet again the following week, Monday, and we finish up from chapter 15 to chapter 18. Till then,
Before we
have
go,
a
Prabhu,
beautiful
do
day.
you also have the Go Puja
Go
with
Puja.
Govardhan Puja?
Hmm.
Along with Govardhan Puja, the Go Puja, worshiping the
Yeah.
cow.
Yes.
Yes, so devotees will witness that once in a year,
Yes.
activity.
Yeah. Govardhan Puja also will be done with Go Puja, cow worship. All right. All right. So till then, have a beautiful week, beautiful celebration, beautiful moment with your family and friends, and of course, and also the divinity of chanting of Hare Krishna Maha Mantra and study of Bhagavad Gita. Till then, Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha, Kripa Sindhubhyevacha, Paditanam Pavinibhyo Vaishnavebhayo Namo Namo. Hare Krishna, happy Deepavali, happy Govardhan. Have a beautiful day. Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Hari
Hare
Bol.
Krishna, Prabhu.
Krishna.
Happy
Hari
Deepavali.
Bol.
Krishna.
Hare
Happy
Thank you
Deepavali.
very much.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Gauranga.